Hello. The Great Change. The Great Change is this period of time that we're currently living through, and it's a time prophesied by many indigenous traditions and all around the world of a time of breakdown and breakthrough, a time in which one whole epoch is giving way to a new epoch. And the epochs are like large spans of time. So a really significant time of massive change. And all the things that we see in the world around us today, the breaking down of systems and the problems with the planet and with the global warming and all the interrelated effects of all those things that we can see, and the kind of chaos that we're beginning to see more and more of. It's all part of this systems breakthrough. And part of the gene keys and these teachings that I represent is rooted in a principle which I call Syntropy. And Syntropy is, it's the opposite of entropy. Entropy is where energy leaks out of a system because that system is essentially only self-interested, right? And you could apply that at all scales. But Syntropy is the opposite. Syntropy is when a system acknowledges that it's nested within a greater system, which is nested within an even greater system, and on and on and on. So Syntropy is a principle at the heart of life, in fact. In order for life to thrive, there has to be Syntropy. There has to be this this kind of behavior where life serves itself. It serves beyond itself. Otherwise, it would have just collapsed inwards and we wouldn't be here, any of us, having this conversation. So Syntropy is powerful. It's about that generosity. And one of the shifts that's taking place, according to the G keys and my teachings in humanity, is this rising up of understanding and embodying the principle of Syntropy and generosity. And that's what we're moving into as a species, to think beyond our tiny little locale, to think in terms of the whole. And the crisis on the planet is teaching us through suffering and through the difficulties, to think on a wider, more collective scale, to think outside of our little, tribe, our family, our, just me being okay. Because if everything isn't okay, then everything is collapsing. So here I am building in Gene Keys, as best I can with my team, a thriving business. But at the very heart of this business is the principle of Syntropy, and we've always said that, and we've always made that clear. And in fact, I lay aside, a percentage, a percentage of our income, and give it to Syntropy. We give it out to various projects. And one of the projects I want to invite you to come and check out, because it's the biggest and the newest, and it's our own project, is called the Universal Love Curriculum. And it's the first time we've ever had a sort of Syntropy project with the Gene Keys that has the potential to carry the Gene Keys teachings far and wide out into the world, to children and to future generations, and also in collaboration with people that carry indigenous wisdom lines themselves. And so it's based in Uganda, and where there's all kinds of problems in the educational system because of overload and poverty and all the human rights issues and everything, you name it. It's a melting pot of issues. And so because we're working with ULA, who are called the Universal Love Alliance, a team on the ground there, we are developing this curriculum, which is based on the Gene Keys teachings, is based on parts of the Dream Arc, which is the shamanic indigenous kind of aspect, plugging into indigenous wisdom through the Gene Keys and through animals and the symbolic meaning of animals and dreaming and all these things. And it also uses the art of contemplation, which is a universal tool, which is being kind of created as a basis so that young people can use it to be clear about decisions, about what's right for them, about, everything in life. So it's one of my dreams, long-term dreams, is to have this wisdom shared, especially with young people, and especially with young people who are not in privileged situations. So it's a great place to start. And we've got an incredible team on this project, like a really amazing team of volunteers and global experts who are working and pouring energy into it. And I want you to come along and listen to what has been achieved already and what the plan is and the vision is of getting these powerful teachings into the school system in Western Uganda. That's what we're beginning with. And there's no limit to our vision, because we want it to then grow larger and larger. We want to then pilot it there, but we want to try it in other countries as well. All countries, ultimately, because it's, these techniques and tools that exist in the Gene Keys are a really great way of helping younger people learn at a much more, in a much more holistic way than the old traditional kind of rote learning, left brain logic, right? And so there's a lot of energy going into this, and a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of expertise, a lot of excitement. It's a big dream we're holding. And I'd love you to come along and see Syntropy in action through the Gene Keys, through our team, and, come and learn about it. It's just a free event, but it's going to be exciting. I'll be there. My team will be there. Rosie Aronson, who I'm working with on this, who's the main vision holder for this, will be there introducing the project. And we want to kind of involve you as fully as you would like to be involved, because modeling this energy of syntropy, of giving, of generosity in our lives, beyond our little walls, reaching out into the lives of children in faraway countries and seeing the impact that we can have, these kind of things, that's why we're here. That's what it's all about. That's what generosity is all for. And just come along, please. I really look forward to introducing you to the subject, and find out there's lots of things you can look into and learn more just by clicking some of the links here. And sign up and come along, and you can hear all about it at the event. Thank you.